Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Law actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He doesn't look too happy with that. Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it.
Well, Peter, I think Vermaelen's ability to play the ball out of defence will be key here, especially if you're looking to get a possession-based game going.
Well, that is pretty much how so many teams do play these days, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'd say in his case, he's going to be doing a fair bit of ball carrying as well. He has the ability to be composed, which sets him apart from your average ball-playing centre-back.
Well, we're in that era, aren't we? Defenders are required to be creative.
That's true.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Law. Great defending. And a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Calvert-Lewin.
So it is still 0-0. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Best. Tries one from range. Georgie Best, amazing! A finish of true class. The first significant strike. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Brazil have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Goes for a shot! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Brazil are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Brazil find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
What?
He's being urged to shoot. Shoots! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Brazil certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Corner number 3 coming up. Tries to get it clear. And it's Yaya Toure. And Yaya Toure! Brilliant from Toure! A finish right from the top draw. They are purring, truly purring. He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Lumecha. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Cantona has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target. Now, as long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Best. He'll try from distance. Oh, belter! About as smooth as it gets. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He's had it taken off him. Best. Now it's Yaya Toure. Oh, perfectly measured. Oh! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do. But
Real chance! He lifts the roof!
absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Flashes it across. And is claimed by the keeper. Best. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's all alone. And it's shot at goal. And that's a sharp finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Bogle. Ampadu. Rodon. Biol. And it's Aronson. Saliba calmly anticipates. Yaya Toure, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Law. Cantona. Oh, that's superb. Big chance! Oh, good finish. They are purring, truly purring.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
How many? Just how many? And that is all they have time for. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Brazil really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Brazil are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. And we're already back up. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Gerrard. It's Gerrard! Steven Gerrard, the man for every moment. That is a gem, an absolute gem. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Biol. And it's Ampadu. And he's forced to go back. Not the most convincing of passes. Now Strauch. Rodon. And it's Ampadu. And Stam. Stam cuts it out. Saliba. Aronson wins the duel this time. Bogle. Stack opts for safety.
Brazil couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Ampadu. Best being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. Brazil are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
This is a promising build-up. Aronson. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. This is the time you need that pace.
Gerrard. Vieira. Can he get it through? Yaya Toure is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Saliba. And the shot! Glorious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Biol. That'll be a throw. There could be danger here. Stam looking to pass their way up the pitch. Spread to the right. Saliba has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Lemecha. And it's Bogle. Oh, that's fabulous. And the through ball. Nice interception, well timed. That's tidy. Chips it through. Oh, good effort. They've got to be quick to recover this.
Substituição em andamento.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Saliba. 75 minutes played. And that has put paid to that. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great vision. Can he finish? No, it's wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now there's a fine ball. Best. Chance, surely! And no mistake. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Leeds have opted to make another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And it's been played through. Best! Oh, it's hit the post! No, that's not troubling anyone.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Justin. Biol. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it's Bogle. And it's Buonanotte. Desai. Tries to pass it through. That's a nicely shaped...
He's having a shot!
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And that's a throw-in. Has to go back here. Bogle. And Tanaka. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Brazil clearly now in lead preservation mode. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gerrard. Now it's Cantona. 5 minutes to add. Some really good ball movement. Now, can they get him away? Oh, what has happened? Chance for a shot! He's put his foot right through that one. And we're done. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Best, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure, Best! Superb from Best!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
Brazil gain their reward with an early goal. Cantwell. Now the ball's gone astray.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, he's been caught napping. Backward it goes. He's having a hit! And again, he is at his elastic best. It's their second corner of the game. So it's going to be another corner. Brazil have their third corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Now he's off and running. Gerrard. Best. And it's Yaya Toure. This is a promising build-up. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Vieira, not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Best. Oh, he's having a go! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
And it's Gerrard. Saliba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Tries to pass it through. Blackburn are a team known for their direct brand of football, so Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple...
Gets his head on it! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We're looking at a different game now.
Blackburn really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Gerrard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Best. Law. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that is well cleared. And that was nowhere near his best. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. No, it's come to nothing. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Cantona, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability, looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's quick to get rid. There will be a throw-in. And it's Vieira. Good ball. Big chance! Goal! Brazil! Into the lead once more. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Number 9, Cantona.
Brazil have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Stam kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Has a look and plays it forward. Can he spark a counter here? Now, this could be a chance. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And he's had it nicked away. Just 5 minutes left until the break. He's a sharp little ball here. That's a good ball. Chance for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Brazil get their fourth corner. Tries to get it clear. Well, that is one way to stop him. Stam is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And that has been cleared. That's really well cleared. Deep into stoppage time. Forshaw. Looking for the run. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Brazil are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're underway for the second half. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lampard. Now it's Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! And a neat finish. And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Brazil go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Best
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Best! What a save! Terrific reactions! They're up to 5 corners now. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Blackburn are looking to go forward now. Brazil come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And it's Salah.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And here's Lampard. And here's Cantona. Played out to the left flank.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's in a great position here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Cantona looking to add to his goal. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he get on the end of this? Best looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
It's Lampard! He's done very well to get to that.
Lampard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
Corner count is rising. That's 6.
Coming on the field.
Cleared away.
Number 11.
Nicely spread. And here's Lampard. He's rising! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
It's a lucky 7th corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lampard. Now Saliba. That's been slipped through. Brilliantly cut out. Now, can they get him away? Oh, this is a great position. Best! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So now the difference is 3. Oh, good-looking ball. Desai cuts it out. Now it's Cantwell, knocks it out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's the keeper's ball. Lampard. Best. Cantona is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that was vital. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Blackburn clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Best. Oh, this is a very good run. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nicely aimed pass. Decent chance! In he goes again. Goal! His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Coming on to replace him is
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, there's a probing ball. Redmond could move up a gear here. He is through here. Stam does well to get it back.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now he's got space here, and he was quick to react. That's a sharp pass. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Cantona. That's a cute ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get it through? That's a sharp pass. And he's quick to snatch it back. Tries to play it through.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
This looks promising. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's managed to get rid. Played out wide. Passes short and sharp. Foreshore. And that is as far as it goes. Brazil, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for... Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. Played in with purpose. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. He can run onto that. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, when it comes to strikers, Peter, you're not going to get much better than this man, Eto'o. Fast, strong, energetic.
And, of course, with a medal collection to prove it all.
Yeah, and another outstanding quality of his is leadership. He's such a respected character on and off the pitch, and never one to shirk his defensive duties either.
And it's with the keeper. Deftly away. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Pepe gets over and intercepts. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's having a pop! Messi! Genius! A finish of true class! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Saviola. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Great chance! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Elects to cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well timed, excellent interception. Brazil have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Thiago. Great vision. And here's Saviola! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, they could be caught out here. Knocks it into space. It's McManaman! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Brazil awarded another corner. This their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a sharp pass. That's been cut out, well played. Thiago. Tchouaméni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Saviola. Oh, it's McManaman. McManaman! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now that is commitment to the cause. Brazil have their third corner. And that should get the job done. Another pass just keeps it, shapes to shoot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that's gone loose. Pass somewhat off target. And no, that was never going to make it. This is a promising build-up. And here's Messi. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Saviola. And this is Eto'o.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Tchouaméni gets a foot in and wins the ball. And for the first half, that is that. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Brazil clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Brazil are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. So, into the second half.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And this is Eto'o. Now, can they get him away? And this is Eto'o. Just eases him off the ball. Now he's off and running.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Marquez. Pepe. Thiago. Oh, that's a key interception. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Messi. Oh, super find. And this is Eto'o. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Played out towards the right wing. Messi is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. Marquez does well to get it back. 60 minutes played. Spread out to the left, and they are prompt with their pressing. El Amin.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
El Amin. Stood up well to him there. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? And again! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Tries one from range. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, you could just about hear the collective sigh there. They know they got away with one.
Oh, the manager might turn blue here any second. He's probably sounding it right now.
Not the most accurate pass. Nicked it back promptly, looking for the run.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, easy pickings there. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now that looks a decent ball. Driving, it's Eto'o! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Substituição.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Getting up there! Harmlessly behind. Brazil have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Thiago looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pass is just off target. Saviola gets a foot in here, picked out brilliantly. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Cross from Thiago. And that has been knocked clear. Not the most convincing of passes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Messi. So that's it. It is all over. Brazil are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty as we Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Now it's Hesse, just eases him off the ball. Now, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Over to the right flank. Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
Well, when it comes to strikers, Peter, you're not going to get much better than this man, Eto'o. Fast, strong, energetic.
And, of course, with a medal collection to prove it all.
Yeah, and another outstanding quality of his is leadership. He's such a respected character on and off the pitch, and never one to shirk his defensive duties either.
Spread neatly. That is good alertness. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Some really good ball movement. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Hesse. Neither side yet able to find the net. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Messi. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Neymar. Las Palmas are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That is a brilliant interception. Chouameni. Oh, easy pickings there. Miyashiro. Oh, he's found support out wide. Space for him to turn and look. It's out for a goal kick. Hesse, it's a really well-measured ball. Spread to the right. Great defending, strong and determined. Looking to play him in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Hesse. That's destined for the flank. He's picked his way through. Thiago did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Miyashiro bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Eto'o! Eto'o! And he's managed to get rid. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh no, what has happened here? Big chance! And he's there to get it away. It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So there was the first half.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So right back into the action. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Brazil do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Opts for safety. This is a promising build-up. It's McManaman.
There they go, hunting again.
In with the challenge. Tries to pass it through. Miyashiro. Marquez does well to get it back. And here's Bale. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Miyashiro. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Now, can they get him away? Bale. McManaman. And this is Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's intervened well there. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Messi. And this is... it's Bale! And that was very necessary. And he was alert to it. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And that is well cleared. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Knocks it into space. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Not the most convincing of passes. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Miyashiro, and he's been shifted off it. And this is from Mario. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Succumbs to the pressure.
Las Palmas really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he's cut it out. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Deftly away. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for options for movement. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, this looks sharp. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Messi. Oh, what a... McManaman! And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that is not getting there. And here's Messi. Miyashiro. Shot could be on. It's Bale! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Miyashiro. And there goes the final whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. McManaman taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Brazil definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim. We both...